Hello and welcome back to Fifth Down. We're going into week 3 of college football, so let's dive right into the madness if you don't know how this works. So I go over 4 games that I deemed pretty important or had like a really big impact in college football that week, and then for my 5th down we just go over like a game to watch for the week. So let's dive in. For our first down, we have Texas A&M versus Miami, and just last week on 5th down, as our 5th down being our game to watch, I talked about how this was, the game with all the complications and just the scored everything in this game. Your girl was right to watch the game. Come on now. Texas A&M had 4 of their starters out, which included their second leading receiver Evan Stewart, as well as wide receiver Chris Marshall. Defensively, they had Devin Harris and Smoke Bowie out as well. Like, this wasn't the peak of like the madness that happened in the game, right? Can never be. So then Texas A&M has not just 1 player out, they have 2 players out for targeting in the first quarter. So with this, Miami kind of trailed on that, and they had the lead at the end of the first 10-3. But thankfully, because y'all know I'll be rooting for Texas A&M low-key, even though LSU, yeah. Luckily, Miami had a lot of drop passes as well as muff punts, which gave Texas A&M a window of opportunity to come through and win this game, which they did 17-9. For our second down, we have Arkansas versus Missouri State. So this was almost a completely huge upset on Arkansas's end. They went into week 2 college football ranked number 10, and boy was this a close game. So Missouri State led in the first, the second, and the third quarter of this game. So a lot of people were questioning, like, is this about to be a big upset? But I don't know what was said, in between the third and the fourth, in the beginning of the fourth. But the Hogs put it together, and 3 touchdowns later, Arkansas won the game 38-27. We're getting closer to punting the ball, y'all, so that means we're on our 3rd down. And with that being said, it's going to be Penn State versus Auburn. Penn State absolutely dominated this game, handing the Tigers their worst loss at home in school history. The Tigers were doomed from turnovers on offense and just a lack of play on defense as well. For Penn State, that run game looked pretty good, and you guys gotta, give them their creds, because looking back from week 1 when they faced Purdue, they were getting boxed out there, okay? If you look at Nicholas Singleton, who was Penn State's highest rusher versus Auburn, he rushed for 124 yards this game last week, and then versus Purdue, he only rushed for 22 yards. Auburn was expecting Penn State to come out how they were looking versus Purdue week 1, but Penn State said, no, y'all, we're going to change it up, as they should. You know what I'm saying? Something's not working. Let's change it up and let's fix it. Okay, so Penn State really did eat, winning this game 41-12. For our 4th down, we have Michigan State versus Washington. I feel so sorry for my best friend Kirsten. She a Michigan State fan, and this was just a sad loss. Michigan State went into this game ranked number 11, and now they are unranked. Michigan State quarterback Thorne was just getting hit left and right due to issues on the offensive line. Michigan State secondary was in very poor shape for this game, allowing Michael Penix to throw for almost 400 yards. Thing was going up in the air for Washington, and for some reason Michigan State secondary just could not stop it, ending the game 39-28. It's kind of hard picking the games to watch, because there's so many good games this week, so y'all better watch all of them and talk to me about them, because I'm gonna be watching. My 5th down would be Arkansas versus Texas A&M. Arkansas just was in a battle for their lives, okay, with a unranked school and drops in the AP poll, okay? And then Texas A&M as well, they have a lot to prove, because they had a really close game with Miami, but Miami's still a good school, but still, you know what I'm saying? And they just had a lot of complications, but they ended up piecing it together. But the 4 starters that I mentioned will be back for this game, so I'm very excited to see the SEC-ness. Make sure you guys tune in on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for this game. Hope you guys enjoyed this week of college football, well, last week of college football, and I hope you guys do enjoy this week of college football. Let me know any questions, or let me know how you guys are feeling about how college football is panning out.